Alright, time to talk about my personal favorite GTA character of all time. Michael DeSanta is one of the 3 playable protagonists in Grand Theft Auto V, and is perhaps the most complex and interesting character in the game, and I actually mean it. Michael is a retired bank robber who now lives in witness protection with his family, but finds himself drawn back into a life of crime when he meets Franklin and Trevor. Michael's character is a fascinating mix of charisma, violence, and morality, and his story arc in the game is one of the most compelling aspects of the entire experience. In terms of his role in the story, Michael is the central figure around whom the plot revolves. His backstory as a former bank robber sets the stage for the heists and criminal activity that take place throughout the game, and his relationships with Franklin and Trevor are the driving force behind many of the game's most intense and emotional moments. As we dive deeper into Michael's character, we will explore his backstory, his relationships with Franklin and Trevor, his gameplay mechanics, his role in the story, and the larger themes and commentary that his character represents. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's take a closer look at one of the most fascinating characters in Grand Theft Auto V. Michael's backstory is a crucial element of his character, as it provides context for his motivations and actions throughout the game. As a former bank robber, Michael is haunted by the memories of his criminal past and struggles to reconcile his desire for a normal family life with his urge to return to a life of crime. This internal conflict is made even more complicated by his dysfunctional relationship with his wife, Amanda, and his troubled son, Jimmy. Unlike other protagonists, he actually got a family, but instead of bettering the life of Michael, his family shows no affection to him, with his son being a casual gamer weeb, a daughter who don't him to make any decision for her, and a wife who enjoys tennis too much, you know what I mean? Despite his flaws, Michael is a charismatic and likable character, with a quick wit and a sharp tongue. His interactions with Franklin and Trevor are some of the most entertaining and memorable moments in the game. Michael's character also has a strong sense of loyalty, particularly towards his family and close friends, which is demonstrated throughout the game in his actions and dialogue. In terms of gameplay mechanics, Michael is the most versatile of the 3 protagonists, with the ability to switch between a wide range of weapons and vehicles. His special ability, which allows him to slow down time during shootouts, is also incredibly useful and can make even the most difficult missions a breeze. Michael's character is a complex and multifaceted one, with a rich backstory, strong relationships with other characters, and a range of gameplay mechanics that make him a joy to play as. In the next part of our analysis, we will delve into Michael's relationships with Franklin and Trevor, and the impact that these relationships have on his character arc. Let's discuss his relationships now. It's an important part of his character. Michael's relationships with Franklin and Trevor are a key aspect of his character development throughout the game. At first, Michael views Franklin as a protege, and sees in him the potential for redemption that he himself yearns for. However, as the game progresses, their relationship becomes more complicated, as Franklin begins to question Michael's motives and decisions. Trevor, on the other hand, represents a more direct threat to Michael's plans for a normal life. As a former accomplice and close friend, Trevor is both unpredictable and dangerous, and their interactions are often marked by tension and conflict. Despite this, there are moments throughout the game where Michael's loyalty to Trevor shines through, particularly when it comes to protecting him from outside threats. These relationships ultimately culminate in a series of dramatic confrontations towards the end of the game, as Michael is forced to confront the consequences of his actions and decisions. Without giving away any spoilers, it is safe to say that the choices that Michael makes throughout the game have a profound impact on his relationships with Franklin and Trevor, as well as his own sense of identity and purpose. The whole Michael's character arc is a fascinating one. Whether he is mentoring Franklin, clashing with Trevor, trying to hold together his family, or struggling with his own inner demons, Michael is a character that players will remember long after they have finished the game. Michael DeSanta is a complex and multi-dimensional character, whose story arc reflects many of the themes and ideas that run throughout the game. At his core, Michael is a man who is deeply unhappy with his life and yearns for something more than the materialistic trappings of his wealthy existence. Throughout the game, we see Michael struggle with his own sense of purpose and identity, as he tries to reconcile his desire for a normal life with his criminal past. This struggle is reflected in his relationships with Franklin and Trevor, as he seeks to mentor and guide Franklin, while also confronting the demons of his past with Trevor. One of the key themes that Michael's character represents is the idea of redemption. Despite his many flaws and mistakes, Michael is a character who is always striving to do the right thing, even if it means putting his own life on the line. This is perhaps most evident in his interactions with his family, particularly his wife Amanda and his children Jimmy and Tracy, as he tries to make up for the mistakes of his past and provide them with a better life. He doesn't get love of them, but he still cares. One underrated aspect of Michael's character is his struggle with mental health issues, particularly his anxiety and depression. Throughout the game, we see Michael grappling with his own inner demons, as he struggles to cope with the stresses of his criminal lifestyle and his own sense of guilt and remorse. This struggle is reflected in his interactions with other characters, particularly Dr. Isaiah Friedlander, who serves as Michael's therapist throughout the game. Michael DeSanta, his story arc plays an important role in the game's overall narrative. At the start of the game, Michael is a retired criminal living under witness protection in Los Santos, but he quickly gets drawn back into a life of crime when his old partner Trevor reappears. One of the most significant aspects of Michael's character is his relationship with his family. His marriage is strained, and his children are distant and resentful. Throughout the game, Michael struggles to reconnect with his family and repair the damage caused by his past actions. This struggle adds depth and complexity to his character, as it shows that he is not simply a one-dimensional criminal, but a complex and flawed human being. Michael's story also reflects some of the broader themes and commentary of the game. One of the central ideas of GTA V is the tension between the American dream and the reality of life in modern America. Michael embodies this tension, as he is a man who has achieved great wealth and success, but is ultimately unfulfilled and unhappy. His story is a critique of the materialistic values that dominate American society, and a commentary on the ways in which the pursuit of wealth and status can lead people astray. So that was it for today's and for Michael. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss future videos, because trust me, the upcoming content will be more interesting and something you never seen. Finally, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.